Plot twist, that GS 350 engine that we just drove 1,200 miles to go get, turns out the block's cracked. Yep. So we're back from our 1,200 mile road trip, and we went and got a bunch of parts for this car. Let's take a look at what we got. I hope I'm not the only one that has to do that. Here it is. This is a 1970 Buick Grand Sport engine. This is a 1-year only engine. Not a lot of people know about this engine, but this 350 put out 315 horsepower and 410 foot-pounds of torque. So those are pretty good numbers for a bone stock, points and coil, pump gas engine. Now we got this motor from a guy named Clay. He bought it off a guy who had already installed a 455 into his car, and this was the numbers matching engine just going along with the car. So he really likes it with the 455, and he's turned it into a GSX recreation, as he called it. But he's got the 455, and he says he's never going to put this back into the car. I'm really happy to have this engine. We got headers to run on it so we can get rid of these iron manifolds. I can't wait to start pulling some parts off. Somebody's already been in here a little bit. I see the valve cover gaskets are changed, and when I look inside, it has later model rocker arms. So somebody's already changed the push rods and the rocker arms that I can tell from the exterior of this engine looking in from the oil cap. So I'm interested to see what else has happened. The oil looked clean. It rolls over. Here we go. My plan for this 1970 GS engine is to go in my 1972 GS clone. What's wrong with this car's engine, you might say? This car's engine has 8.5 to 1 compression. With the 2-barrel, it puts this engine at 150 horsepower. I don't even know how much torque. It's pathetic. So that's why we were trying to do the swap. All right, so I was super happy about this engine. And so I pulled the manifold off to take some weight off. It's a big, heavy iron manifold. And there's the bombshell I uncovered. The block has been cracked all the way over to this freeze plug and welded together. And the weld, it doesn't look like held, and it looks like it's leaking a little here. And I would have never used this block for a rebuild or anything because it's cracked. It's no good. Now, there are people that can fix this block, but it's not a numbers matching block to my car. It's really only worth repairing if you had the car that had these numbers. So we ended up contacting Mr. Clay, and he had no idea that the engine was cracked. That's why he kept it. He kept it for, I think he said, like 15 years on a cart as he wheeled it around from place to place, storing the engine, thinking maybe one day he might, possibly put it together, which he didn't. So we contacted him, and he gave us pretty much all of our money back. So he was a total stand-up guy about it. Really cool, nice guy. Got some cool cars too. So now that we're pulling that cracked engine apart, we're gonna do it the old school way. What I mean by that, some of my friends and I, we were into cars when we were kids, and what we would do is we would go out to the junkyard and take a junkyard parts and try to formulate something that ran good on a budget. We kind of have a junkyard opportunity by taking this early model 1970 high horsepower engine and crossing it with a later model low horsepower, low compression 1972 engine. So it'll be kind of cool. When we pull this motor apart, the idea is that we're going to do a little correctional hone work, give it some new cross hatching marks, and we're going to take the standard bore pistons out of the old standard bore engine and stuff them into this engine. So we think. So now the car is turned into a performance car. We need to make it move like a performance car. I try to keep the car as original as possible with original style parts. I know there's lots of different engines we can drop into the car, but I'm trying to keep the Buick blood in this car. I guess that's what it is, once again, right through the middle. So we'll keep you posted on how the rest of this turns out. But so far, our junk cracked block has yielded us some pretty good junkyard performance parts.